Episode 27. Drinking my non-alcoholic Arnold Palmer lemonade iced tea. Last can of it that I have on hand, but I do have a supply of OG V8 in dinky cans. Oh, don't recall what I said last time would be my goal for this episode. If I really wanted to, I could amass some ammo and do the Jupiter Underground thing. But I think I really want to get my mitts on. Well, I've already got my mitts on it. I really want to fix up this AK-104. Then I might leave this AK-102 somewhere in the southern regions. Maybe Rostock or maybe at Freedom HQ. Yeah, either at Duty HQ or at Freedom HQ. And I'll use 5.45 in the southern regions and 7.62 by 39 in the northern regions. And I'll always have a 5.56er on me with a grenade launcher, aka Pro Pipe. I think I'll leave these here. I know the technician at the Skadovsk doesn't need tools. Take that back with me for sure. Can't make use of this on this armor. I could sell it. Wait, while I'm here, before I...
Как дела, охотничьи?
Hold it.
Ну, не пуха.
Hold that thought. There's a pseudo-giant. I'm hoping that I shouldn't have asked for... What? See, now I'm hesitant to use a grenade launcher indoors. I'm not actually dodging those pseudo stomps. They look like they spread out in an omnidirectional disc-like pattern, but they actually don't. A pseudo-giant has to target me. Couldn't see it. I didn't nail you, did I? A few of those shots, I guess I didn't. That's it?
В общем, выкладывай.
So that's a thing that can happen. Sometimes I forget that. Well, you're fine. Everyone's fine. Whatever I was saying before, I think I mostly forget. I was thinking maybe if I talked to Trapper before fighting the pseudo-giant would turn out to be a monster that he wants me to battle. Paranoia. Now I have 2 classy SMGs of the same sort. Best of their breed, as per their caliber. If I build up this one, I can leave it here, or at the S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Now, should I sell the EOTech? I know I said I'm not... I know I've said before that I typically prefer iron sights over reflex sights.
Здоров!
If only I'd thought to keep my Glock this long and fix it up. Oh well. I think I will do this.
Ну, что без осечек? Хаюшки!
Ну как оно, сталкер?
To get everything a bit more organized. Since that pseudo-giant is so messy. It's not the place I prefer to put this. Because it's just going to keep rolling around. Maybe I can shove it back there. That'll have to be good enough. This isn't Half-Life 2. I thought, well, oh, now look. Feels odd when things align like that. Now, should I bother to get it fixed up? Will it even be worth the expenditure? The time, the effort, and all that sort of thing. But you know what? I might as well. Oh yeah, that. I have a couple of other things to do for him. And but by the time I ask him again, he won't be asking for a Glock anymore. He'll be asking for something else. Calling it right now. And I'm way low on ammo, so not going through the Jupiter Underground just yet is the right call. Of course, it's up to me to organize everything after that pseudo-giant made a mess of the place. Can't expect anyone else to do me even the slightest favor. I'll check that out. I've never seen that before. Put your leg down. Hey, he actually did. My own Terminator.
Ну, показывай, чем зона наградила.
Sell you that. That. And that. Or those, I should say. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You just don't need this many L85 variants in one game / mod. If you've got the A2, just ditch the A1 entirely and just have the A2. Unless you're going to have drastic differences between them. Like, have the A1 actually be a worthless clunker. In this mod, it's actually good. The A1 and the A2 are actually good. Especially once they have all of their reliability upgrades, and they're all very reliable. Which the A2 is at least normally reliable. The A1 is not. I think this is the best version of the MP5 SD6. Hold on. So you need this in order to craft these, I take it? I've never actually crafted any of these things. But can you craft a set of basic tools? I don't think you can.
Я тебе один умный вещь скажу. Только ты не обижайся. И главное, понимаешь, да? Иди давай.
Hoping the mutant or mutants that I have to battle are a chimera or another pseudo-giant. But if it turns out to be controller or mirror, I have what it takes to deal with that too. What are you guys having to deal with? I heard a cat making its death noise. Zombified ecologist. Well,
Прикрываю тебя.
I think this is my first PSO1 scope. Could maybe use some of those parts for the AK-104. Yeah, don't slap and tap a rock and lock type of mag. I'm going to be harping on that now. I know that's how the animations were in Clear Sky and Call of Pripyat, but that's not how they should be. Because you don't do that with that kind of magazine or magazine well.
Отдохни, парень.
Was the duty or what have you got? A Kipperus. Kind of low grade for a dutier. Was the PSO1 originally developed for the SVD? See my cursor reposition itself without my say-so? That will never not piss me off. $95, $95. 88, almost. Conditions of things are looking good. Stud, eh? Let's see if this counts as a shelter. It does. I could have tried going down there. But there's no need to now. Apart from the barrel, I forget what other parts I had already that would work for rebuilding an AK-104. I need to get my binoculars upgraded. While I'm here, let's see if there are any treasures down here. Or just a handful of junk I can sell. What flavor of junk will it be? Realistically speaking, why was that necessary? I had to double crouch and then jump just to get in here. Oh, nope. That's not an ope, that's a nope. Gonna need an SSP-99M for venturing down there. Another miserable looking, boring, overcast day. All the thumbnails I've made so far reflect that. They all have this miserable, ugly look to them. The colors look bad, the sky looks bad, and boring and dull. It's the general motif of this mod for whatever reason. It's less pretty than the OG games, and I don't understand that. Not like it's the only one that's like that. See also Oblivion Lost 2010. In Oblivion Lost 2010, I don't know what it was, contrast or whatever, but any surface that should have been gray like this, if there was any amount of sunlight, it would sparkle this bright white, almost blinding white, shimmering sheen. Such an eyesore. And I don't I don't get it. Why make a mod look less good than the original games? I require an explanation on that.
Как дела, охотничьи?
Explanation of that, I should say. What happened to your face, by the way? Not the scars that have obviously been there for a while, but the shiner you have around your right eye. That's his right. Not screen left, if you're a movie director, but his right. The proper way to refer to left and right is relative to the person or object being talked about. So you have to take yourself out of your own position in space and put yourself into the position of whoever or whatever you're talking about. Otherwise you'll confuse people. And yes, people have gotten the wrong limb amputated for exactly that reason. Details matter, people. I'm not just trying to be a jerkweed here.
Ну, не пуха.
I mean, really, who's the more jerkweed? The person trying to inform people of how things should be done, or the people who do things wrong and end up hurting other people because they don't care about doing things right? I'll go ahead and break this down in case I might want to build up another 5.56er. And now I have 4 out of the 5 parts I need, and a spare one of these. And you were interested in a mutant part, right? And I already, not already. Yeah, snork mask is what you wanted. See? Even I make grammatical mistakes and I correct myself. I don't think I've ever seen that mask/helmet on an NPC before. I will absolutely do that. Lamp. Your name is Lamp. So is Lampy your favorite character from the Brave Little Toaster? He was always my favorite.
Подходи!
Save you all. Sell you all of this.
Подходи, брат, у меня как в Греции все есть.
Beer, matches. I think that's all I'll sell you for now. I have enough beverages on me, but I should stockpile for the future in both the southern parts of the zone and the northern parts of the zone. Probably not going to buy as much vodka for trading for 545 as often now, since I want to start focusing on 7.62 by 39 instead of 545, since it hits harder. So I'll buy those and a couple of these and a couple of these, and I'll still be over 52,000. Now let's see what message I missed. Always the tools. Yes, I'm searching for those too. IKEA nesting instinct. Well, it's not just that. Now, do I start using fast travel? I think I'll go on foot. I'll leave this here. Oh, yeah, I'll leave these two and this. What vodka I do already have, I will take back. I'll take some of these monster parts. The ones that I know are commonly requested. I will start using fast travel. I will, I won't, I will, I won't. Am I indecisive or what?
Ну как оно?
О, привет!
Episode 27, the first episode that I'm using fast travel. This might result in shorter episodes. Sky's looking more interesting now. That does have an effect on my mood. So, now that I'm actually making use of fast travel, that it'll either result in shorter episodes, or alternatively, it might result in me getting more done per episode of the same length, assuming I try to stick within the format of keeping my videos over 2 hours long, but under 2 hours and 45 minutes long. So somewhere within that range. Exceptions allowed, of course. Not going to obsess over that particular detail too much. Let's see how much I can build this up right here, right now. Do you have
Привет, брат!
a red kit? You don't. That means I came here for nothing. Well, not necessarily. Now I should go to Army warehouses, where I have a couple of paychecks to pick up anyway. One right there and one right there. By the way, I need to start, or maybe I might consider, not that it's a necessity, introducing myself on a regular basis as Judson Gaiden, the internet personality with the squeakiest chair. In part as an
Что скажешь, брат?
to Decker's Shadow. Who is a fellow Borderlands fan, but I don't think he's into S.T.A.L.K.E.R. You were about to light that campfire and I interrupted you, so sorry
Слушай,
about
не
that.
грузи, а? Вот
Your
главное,
buddy
что
had to
его и спрашивать.
complete the task. Didn't lose any goodwill. Let's see if I have 8 of those. I probably don't. Let's find out.
Ты рассказать, чего хочешь, что ли?
Don't think I have any, which means I must have used up what ones I did have. Not a hugely huge deal. I remember stashing an AKS-47 somewhere around here. Or I might have dismantled it because I also have an AEK-973 that I can stash here. For reasons aforementioned. In at least one previous episode. Now, red kit isn't what I need. I need an orange kit. So if I said red kit before, I meant orange kit. And of course, you don't have one. Looks like you have everything else. Even 2 of these, but you don't have the one thing that I need for this. Oh, but heavy armor repair kit happens to be cheaper than the red rifle repair kit. But not as cheap as the shotgun repair kit. Exo repair kit, still worth its price. You get 6 uses. Got a Mauser Kar98K, yeah. Get that thing converted to 7.62 NATO. Do some historic late 1940s IDF cosplay. $9,900. Not bad, not bad. Well, of course, I don't need to buy it, but that's cheaper than how much Colonel Petrenko sells GP-25s for. And I'm not really sure which is the cheaper grenade launcher to manufacture, since they're both made to be very simple in their construction. Cursed vodka. I think I'll sell that to Barkeep. I should have... No, I didn't have that when I was at Yennev Station. That's right. I can't sell them that. One busted shot shell doesn't even count as 1 ruble. I'll just donate it. Do you have any 40 mils of the breech loading persuasion? Haven't restocked on them yet after my having bought them all from you already. I think that's good enough. I think I pilfered this place already. If there was anything to pilfer. And you didn't care. Assuming I did that. And I'm not just recalling a memory from Oblivion Lost 2010. let's see. I can leave this here and one of these if I want to be rewarded. If I help out at the barrier and then I want to be rewarded with certain calibers of ammo. 7.62 by 39 and 9 by 39 are what I really want. So I can leave the more busted one of these here. You can take barrels off of MP5s or Vitiaz or whatever else and use them to fix these up. So I'll take the better condition one of these. That's 28 and 31. I'll break down the assaulter style weapons, and it's painful for me to do this. Look at that. An AK-101 with the green camo finish, 39% condition. That's quite the find. That's endgame worthy. But I gotta remain dedicated to the Recon Scout ethos/logo. Then again, I did say I was going to bring an AEK 973 over here and use that for building up my supply of 7.62 by 39. Then again, I'm probably going to be using mostly 5.56 for defending the barrier. At least against monolith goons. I'll probably just donate this. And I needed at least one more of these. Exactly 77 kilograms. Do I have all 5 parts I need? 4 of the 5 parts I need. Hold on. All 5 parts. I can offload those here. See if I'm overloaded. Not just yet. Any marked stashes here? Not currently. By the way, I think I left that AKS-47 in a footlocker in a cabin in the Army warehouses. The northwestern part, heading in the direction of, well, I say heading in the direction of Dead City. But you could just as soon be coming from there. I'm hungry enough to eat a proper meal. I can go ahead and spend some money because I'm going to be earning some back. first, let me get rid of this cursed vodka. Cursed as it is, it's still worth at least a handful of rubes. At least some pocket change.
Выходи, не задерживайся. Тебе сюда нельзя. Да ты рассказывай, чем пришел.
Didn't even look at how much that was worth. That was just one swig, I think. I just wanted to get rid of it. Didn't lose any goodwill.
Давай, выходи. Времени мало.
I am heading there. Oh, I might as well.
Ну, привет, как же?
I always feel compelled to check that blue footlocker because for so many years
Какие новости,
it
сталкер?
was one of my main stashes. In Shadow of Chernobyl, I think I have 4 of those. And Oblivion Lost 2.2, and Oblivion Lost 2010. Now, let's see what my stats are. 117, cue obligatory Halo reference.
Никого надежного. Ни тут, ни там.
Monolith, monolith, monolith. I want all 10 to be monolith. I'm surprised I haven't scored the well-dressed achievement yet.
Подходи, сталкер.
Oh, I will
Я тебе
eventually.
всегда скажу, что
And then butchering mutants will go a lot faster. Do I have
I stashed that big package. No, I already delivered that package, that's right. Ha! See, now my perception of time is altered, and time is altered. It's later in the day since I'm using fast travel. And stash this. Little experiment here. Up and down, up and down.
Вот вернулась. После такого везде хорошо. Может, благодаря.
I'm looking at
Чуваки,
the proportion of the scope relative to the rifle.
лаборатория. Говорят, до сих пор работают.
Что да, то да.
Как не
And how it appears on different rifles. It looks pretty consistent.
возникает вопрос, а люди ли там работают? Или, может, точно инопланетные там сидят? Молодца!
By the way,
Помощился.
look how
Сам лаборатории не видел. Но как
the
бы
forearm
переговоры по рации на инвентаре. У них о какой-то
sort of
лаборатории речь.
overlaps
А один чувак ему клялся.
the iron sights and messes with your sight
В
picture.
скафандре типа сталкеровского. Более навороченного.
Another reason to favor the Vicar.
Сказала, что
Or, of course, you could put
не мешает.
an optic of your choice on it.
Ну и парень переслал по нему дело. Такого глаза раньше не видел. Правда, он утверждал, что был на радаре. Ну, вы понимаете. Да не гони. Так что вряд ли, правда?
Let's see if Colonel Petrenko is interested in any mutant parts.
Как жизнь?
Yes. Will I get 5 figures for this? Yes. Nice. Yes, I will do a bunch of garbage work in the garbage. Up over 80,000. Might as well treat myself to some stuff. One mag's worth of FMJ and EP. And still over
Какие новости, сталкер?
70,000. I meant to stash all of this stuff. Getting too excited now. Really want to build up
Хаюшки!
my AK-104. Do you have an orange kit? You do. That's the kind I need. And I forgot my gunsmithing kit, as I always tend to do. I should just buy a backpack, put it there as a stash, put a deck of cards in it so that it stays there, and put set of gunsmithing tools in there. Watch my time be up before I get back there because of all this tedious fucking slog. Always the slog. Always the tedium with this mod. Oh my fucking fuck. I'm probably censoring this, putting cheekies and breakies in there in place of other choice expletives. Don't forget the other thing you need. Don't forget. 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 Don't forget, don't forget, don't forget. Don't forget, don't forget, don't forget. Gunsmithing kit. Don't forget. Gunsmithing kit. Not technically a rhyme. You got an eh and you got an I. That I've wasted at least half my time. And I was trying to remember too that I have to fix up the parts first too. Oh, this is so tedious. Yeah, I've got to fix up the parts.
Time is going to be up by the time I'm done with this. My excitement is being replaced with annoyance right now. Gonna need more of these tools and such. barrel's already in the green. That's good enough. Which ones do I actually need to fix up? I'm pretty sure I just fixed up some things I didn't really need to. But what the shit, I'm sick of putzing around with this kind of thing. This is too much like work.
That should do. And time is up. All the time it took for me to fix my parts is about the same amount of time as it would take, more actually, than it would have taken to fix my AK-104. Now, do I have all this stuff? Including this? Yes, now I do. Gonna have to ask you again.
Hey!
The most busted part first. And the barrel, of course. %. Not bad, not bad. And then I've got this. 5%. Just 5% away.
Бывай!
See how much the repair cost is. That's not bad. $13,000 something versus. For just a little bit more, I could buy one of these and get multiple uses out of it. Maybe even save one of those multiple uses. For fixing up a Vicar. Or 9A91. That's at 80% now. I can make use of this, which costs less than this, so I can save those two uses. Give it the good stuff. And now it's at 95%, which I think my others are, yeah. That's good enough. But let's go a step further. Let's get it as close to 100 as possible. 98 will do just fine. Now let's see how much its upgrades cost. Not bad, not bad. Reliability is always my top priority. I want to stay above 20,000 so I could maybe buy either of these. And then I gain access to this and this. And the difference in cost is negligible. So I'll go ahead and buy that one, and I'm still over 21,000 when it comes to Dosh. Now I have a much stronger rifle, much more adequate for fighting enemy heavies and tougher mutants. Without having to putz around with different ammo types. Oh, what kind of scope do I really want to put on this? Always with in and out, back and forth. Ugh. Okay. I don't need to reiterate again how much that tears my soul apart. While I'm here, I should see about patches. And then I'll go get garbage stuff done. At night. We'll make it a night op. You're probably going to ask about a
Ты рассказывай, с чем пришел.
night terror, right? Yeah. One of the two types of rescue missions, whenever you talk to the person you're trying to rescue, you get to say, "Come with me if you want to live." But tell me, whose voice do you hear in your head when you think of that phrase? Do you hear Michael Biehn or Arnold Schwarzenegger? I hear Michael Biehn. Because he said it first. That line actually belongs to him. Because he said it first.
Иди своей дорогой, сталкер.
That's the most 1970s looking AK. In the 7.62 by 39 Persuasion. With that type of magazine. Bakelite is only part of what makes up the material used for those types of mags. Which I might have mentioned before. Bakelite was an American invention. I'm your buddy. I put my weapon away even before you pulled yours out. Still haven't found your thing yet. Thanks to that doggone RNG. Now that I'm using fast travel, or now that I'm permitting myself to use some fast travel, I might as well do as many courier jobs as I please. In fact, I could use fast travel right now. But it does add sort of a time penalty. I forget if it uses up any of your money. I never really thought to look at that before, because always before I would wait until I got to the certain point in the game before I started using fast travel. Or, well, not always, but as per my fourth character, Moose the Duty. I think most of the memories I have pertain to that character. That's why certain things I don't immediately recall, and some things feel different. Come on, Camelback. Something else I need to invest in sometime soon. Improved gear. Improved stamina boosting gear. Top of the line. I was counting on that. Wasn't entirely sure.
Отходную не заказывали?
Yes, I will take that. Hey, two of the same kind. I've tested out those PPSH-41s, and I've found that the plain Jane ordinary one is actually the best one. And I think I have one of those, so if I build one up, it'll probably be that one. Here is where I stashed the AEK-973, yes. Oh, I was going to... I had a bunch... I'm pretty sure I have more than 4 walkie-talkies, and I was meaning to get 4 walkie-talkies for that one guy. It's exactly why I was stashing them. And then I forgot. Just completely forgot. First. Oh, that's right. Well, 2 jobs done. In garbage, and I didn't have to do anything. Did I have a 3rd thing to do here? Should have grabbed a snort mask while I was back at Duty HQ just to make myself less likely to forget. I did have a 3rd thing to do here. And if I really wanted to, I could just fast travel right over there. I'll just stash all of that. Don't feel like dealing with doggone cats or cat-gone dogs.
I need another drink. Just a moment. This time, standard issue Mountain Doom. DEWM. In Deltarune, that green stuff that Queen refers to as battery acid, I think we all know it's Mountain Doom. She just wants to make everyone think it's battery acid so she can hoard it for herself.
I wish Mountain Doom was less sweet and more tart. It would have more pizzazz, more panache. It doesn't have to taste like San Pellegrino. Oh, come on, Camelback. Any bandits hanging out around these parts? Jaundiced, sepia-tone Tarkovsky vision. I still haven't equipped Xenotech with any tools. What kind of gun will he have on him? Yes! Blinov. Now, if I wanted to, I could stash this ye old AK-47 at Freedom HQ and perhaps fix up that AEK-973 and give it to a member of my crew. For the end game. Or maybe I should say, give it to a member of S.T.A.L.K.E.R's crew. I too will be a member of S.T.A.L.K.E.'s crew by that point. I'll think of myself as the team quartermaster. Well, I'd like to think of myself as the team quartermaster, but I know my buddies won't use the weapons I give them, or armor. Contrast with Oblivion Lost 2010. In Oblivion Lost 2010, if an NPC recognized a weapon or armor as usable, according to whatever parameters, then they absolutely would make use of it. Hey, look, there it is again. Let's see if I actually have enough of anything for a change. Special mutant. Well, that could be a bigger and tougher one. That's tempting. First, dog meat 13. I'm pretty sure I have that much scattered across different locales. If I were to compile all of it, but I don't feel like doing that. Well, since it's special mutant, maybe I'll go ahead and do that. Southeast from the checkpoint. If that's where I think it is, that should be... Well, just like it says, southeast from the checkpoint. I don't think of bloodsuckers as being very special, so I'm hoping this is a chimera or a pseudo-giant. Really? Better get to it! Denied. I don't want to waste ammo on boring, ordinary, pissant mutants. Hey, look, there it is again. I was just going to go to sleep in there since it's closing in on midnight. Now I'm probably not going to get to sleep until around 1 in the a.m. That's a dud, but still worth something. I have an energy drink if I need to stay up late. my current gear, I no longer need to worry about traveling around these hills. Radiation protection is good. A stark contrast. Actually, I should say hobo gear with just a respirator is the stark contrast to what I have now. Yes, yes, yes. It's a pseudo-giant, exactly what I was hoping for. So worth it. It's fighting bloodsuckers, it looks like. One or two bloodsuckers, maybe just one. Let's see if I can take them both out. I really don't want to deal with the bloodsucker. Maybe it's a size sucker. Can I get an eyeball in a hand, or just an eyeball at least? 2 hands, I'll take it. Don't care too much about the size sucker. Skinny old coot. There's a type of enemy in Redneck Rampage called Skinny Old Coot. And he would shoot at you with a revolver chambered for 454 Casul. And you could also use that same revolver. That was your character's signature revolver. 454 Casul. And it functioned like a pea shooter. How insulting. That's something that immediately irked me about that game, was how weak they portrayed a revolver chambered for that caliber. That's pretty sure that counts as a big bore caliber. The actual caliber of it isn't all that massive compared to some of the revolver calibers that are out there. It's on the bigger side, but it's slimmer than a 50. 50 Action Express, 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum. It's slimmer than those. But it's a hot cartridge. I'll be going to sleep just a little bit after midnight. That's not a problem at all. And I forget, I don't think he pays you all that much for cull hunting missions, even if it turns out to be a pseudo-giant or a chimera. But since it can be a pseudo-giant or chimera, that's all the more reason to travel the entire expanse of the zone, always equipped with a grenade launcher. Even in what we used to call pre-bar regions of the zone. Hey, look, there it is again. Kind of skimpy paycheck considering the risk involved. I know I made it look like there wasn't much risk involved because I have a pro pipe and a good supply of 40 mils, but that's not the point. Most zoners don't make use of grenade launchers. When I say zoners, I mean players. I'm not even talking about NPCs. Some mods make NPCs able to use grenade launchers. And those grenadiers, you want them on your side, as opposed to having to face enemy grenadiers. Enemy grenadiers are the deadliest enemies. Deadliest human enemies. In Half-Life 2, the deadliest humanoid or transhuman or cyborg, bionic enemies, what have you, were Combine shotgunners. They were even deadlier than elites. Well, I was 1 second too late clicking that. It won't matter. I need to deliver this in the morning and then come back and retrieve this. I think Barkeep sometimes does ask for cat claws. And these other sorts of things, various claws and teeth and whatnot. But Butcher is interested in meats. So I'll just sell these and this and these. I'll take that back with me, and these, and this is for the professor. I'd prefer a shorter version of this 12-gauge auto-loader. Negligible difference in price. If you were to buy either of these, the MP153 or the SPAS-12, they'd both serve you just fine. This iteration of the Remington 870 has a strip of Picatinny rail on top of the receiver so it can accept Western optics. So if you, for whatever reason, prefer a reflex sight over ghost ring sights, it's got you covered. Or, if you want to use it as a dedicated slug gun, or just occasionally use it as a slug gun, you can top it off with an ACOG. Me, I prefer buckshot because slugs and darts fail to impress me, except in Oblivion Lost 2010. Then they're actually useful. But in this mod, I never make use of slugs or darts. And every time I decide to give them another chance, they always let me down. So, buckshot only. Well, buckshot usually, I should say, when I'm using shotguns. And most of the shotguns I commonly use don't have ghost ring sights on them. But I'd be ecstatic if they did, because ghost ring sights are the ideal kind of sights to have on a combat or defense shotgun, as long as it has a stock. If it's a stockless shotgun, then it's not classified as a combat shotgun. You can still use it for combat or defense, but in order to be defined as a combat shotgun, that means a military or police type of shotgun. Also good for home defense. It needs to have. It needs to. Well, there are several criteria. Just a moment. One is it has to have some kind of stock. If it has a stockless pistol grip, then it's not up to the task. It might be morning, but the episode's not over yet, since I'm structuring this one differently. Still thirsty. In episodes in which I make extensive use of fast travel, I'm thinking that I might go for 2 days of in-game time, depending on how long the episodes are. And if that's the case, then my episodes might be over 3 hours long. But if I decide that that's not what I want to do, who knows, maybe I'll cut the episodes up. Maybe I'll have like episode Doesn't So Part 1 and episode Doesn't So Part 2. I can decide all of that later. Nope. Subtract the N and you get OOP. Which is how we Midwesterners say oops, except it comes out instinctually or instinctively. That's right, I did stash some stuff here. What's the accuracy difference on these two rifles? Favors the one that I don't have a scope on currently. Now, will I remember to grab that? Take a swig of this. Stick that back in there. I'll donate this gas mask just to get rid of it. I could just throw it on the ground, but I'm lawful good. I'm not a litter bug. Neutral good with lawful tendencies, but that's quite a few syllables. We can just say lawful good. I have a chaotic side. If you're one of my regulars, you already know that. Did I just say regular? I meant regular. Regular. Say things right, Judd. You're always harping on that. If you're going to harp on that, then you might as well set the example. Alright, I'll try harder. See, I catch myself. I see. toolbox footlocker.
I see you. I see you.
Oh, I've got such a hankering for a good Eastern European, Western European, or Central European Pilsner right now. Your rifle, eh? Something tells me that what you
No.
really mean
Я
is...
слушаю.
Oh, you got an AK-105. I don't need one of those. Though that might be kind of a good deal. But what he really means is he'll give you coordinates to a stash that don't really contain a rifle. So, screw that noise. That armor takes me back. Really is a good armor, the barrel. Wait. I brought that gas mask all the way over here for a reason. See, I almost forgot about that. Well, I did forget.
Чего тебе?
And then I remembered. And suppressor adds quite a lot of length. In the U.S., a beret is worn the opposite way, with the insignia over the wearer's left eye and the draped material over the wearer's right ear. I specify those directions relative to the wearer, for reasons aforementioned.
С вопросами к командиру.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to your commander, but this guy's wearing the... I take it this is the commander, right? Well, what this one could be? I don't know for sure. Berets aren't really worn on active duty. They're part of formal dress. Because if you wear a beret in combat, you mark yourself as a priority target. This is something that pop culture gets wrong
Сходил бы ты лучше
all
к
the time,
командиру.
especially video games. Half-Life does it too. Not one of you.
Ну, я слушаю.
Are you the...
С вопросами к командиру.
Что в зоне творится?
Мое дело стрелять. А насчет поговорить, это к командиру.
I know I'm in the slight negatives with you guys. Someone has something with a
Здоров.
punch to it. I'll go ahead and sell you the beer that...
Чего тебе?
and the cursed vodka. Ha.
Здоров.
Interesting that would be spoken over the Echo Net right as I'm selling cursed vodka. Who would look at that and think that that's a stash? A charged up dogoid. Could harvest their parts, but I don't feel like, well, on the other hand, that will contribute to, they've already been harvested, my progress toward You guys want to waste your ammo on these things? I don't want to waste mine. But I will if I'm forced to. By the way, it's pretty much pointless to set an AK of any sort on semi-auto, even if you're using it as a scope. Makes sense in the real world, but for gameplay purposes, it's pointless. It makes even more anti-sense to do that with an AEK 970 series rifle, because it defeats the purpose of the design. Those things are made to be fired full auto or on burst mode. Their entire system is built around it, the balanced automatic recoil system. You were powered up by an electro. Burning through my 5.45. Condition is still good. And burning through my 5.45 is not a problem, since I'm hoping to transition over to 7.62 by 39. I know, it doesn't have the effective range of 5.45 or 5.56 if fired out of the same barrel length that I did. Of course, there would be two of you. See it try to course correct? I hate that so much. No, I don't even remember what I was trying to say. Ugh. Gotta be getting close to scoring that achievement. The well-dressed achievement. I don't want to waste AP. EP I will burn up. One thing I'm thinking I might do is stash my modified AK-102 at Freedom HQ and leave a bunch of 545 ammo there. Both FMJ and AP. And that'll be for dealing with barrier incursions. FMJ for zombified stalkers, AP for dealing with monolithians. I'll go ahead and put this scope back on here.
Внимание, противник! Я уничтожаю его!
So we've got these guys in garbage now. You know, if you piss me off enough, I'll just introduce you to Mike, right? And these look like the advanced monolithians, at least the one guy does, that wear that odd combination suit. I think they're called Inquisitors. An exosuit topped off with a screen helmet. Already using EP. Trying to work with the recoil. Don't want to waste the 40 mil. I knew. I felt that there would be one more. Always got to be at least one more than. Either one more than you anticipate, or you think you've wiped them all out and then one more shows up. Or there was always one more than you thought there was. But, conditions holding. Everything's still in the 90s. And medical expenditure reasonable. At least one bandit. Switch back to the less gourmet ammo. Connoisseur, eh? Doesn't look like it to me. That's a connoisseur. And I finally have one of these, and I will permit myself its use. That's in really good condition. 41%. I don't need it, but what if someone asks for one? It's pretty close to being, well, relatively speaking. Oh, I'm going to be overloaded, aren't I? Not just yet. How about now? Yeah. What if I put this back? Can I take this? Nope. How about I break this down? Since I've already decided that I want the Vicar or 9A91 instead, and I already have both of them. Your offense doesn't match your defense. You're a glass cannon. I bet these corpses will disappear by the time I get back to that one that was wearing the gray duster. Which is more gray than my duster. My duster doesn't have a hood, and it's more of a gray-brown in-between color. I would prefer that it be more distinctly gray or more distinctly brown. Hey, look, there it is again. Oh, come on. Can you make it? Can you make it, please? Thank you. You don't need another pro pipe. Yeah, I know, but I like to collect them. I plan on keeping at least 10 for myself in my collection, wherever I choose to put them. I know Barkeep sometimes asks for cat claws. still be there. Still be there. They're still there. Good. Maybe I'll take the CZ75 just because it's a good pistol. Good pistol in real life. In game. If I'm going to use 9mm Makarov or Parabellum, I want to use it in something select fire. Allergies are killing me. Took some medicine and it just doesn't work well enough. Oh, the slug. Or at least it's a clear sky of a day. A clear sky looking day. Is what I should say. Is that 0%? It is. Lower chance of getting parts from it. Can I sell you? You make these awful meals. Can I sell you one? No.
Flesh meat.
8. I bet I'm like 1 short, maybe more. Let's see. If I remember which one is flesh meat. I think I remember what flesh meat looks like. There it is. Half as much as I need. Definitely want this. Might as well take that too. A flesh is getting closer. Out of 80.3, that should do. Now, I hope those boars are no longer there, because I'd really hate to get bored having to waste ammo on them. Another. Oh, you were a bandit. Great. Well. Get these meats. 80.3 exactly. would I have had just a little bit more time? That's minor. That's minor league stuff. What? Thanks for getting me killed, trackball. Once again, worst possible time. This Kensington Orbit trackball with its great big mouse wheel. Just get in there. Oh, I'm so tired of this. How and why were they able to just show up in there like this? It doesn't make any sense. Why is there no security here? Now, where am I getting shot from now? Just get in there, get in there, get in there. Ugh. Getting to the point where it's not even fun anymore. It's just a chore. One chore after another after another. Gets to the point where you don't see things as opportunities anymore. Just as hassles. I see your feet. Oh, great. I'm not going to be able to stay aimed. Because I'm right on top of that sleeping spot. I bet that's not even going to kill him, like it would me. I bet if there's any good loot, it's going to get scrounged by the last one. And then I'm going to waste that one and check his loot, and all the good stuff will have disappeared. That's actually something that can happen. That could also happen in Oblivion Lost 2010. Let's not take all day. Finally. That last bandit was Fubar. That's fitting. That void fell into some other dimension. already unloaded all of these. Oh, maybe he did die from exposure. Stop repositioning your muzzle without my say-so. Why do you keep doing that? Big old heavy hoss of a gun right there. Partisan. Well, seeing as how you're a bandit, I would expect you to be fighting for whoever was oppressing the partisans. And once again, my character repositioned his muzzle forward without my say-so. I want it that way, like right there, without having to explain it to the game every single time.
Now, can I please move some of this stuff without getting interrupted?
What should I prioritize? I need to clean this out. $77 kilograms exactly. Can I get that too? Yes. That's a bridge too far. A movie I still need to see. 79.9, that'll do. I don't want to waste this. Well, would it be a waste if I'm fighting enemies wearing exosuits or exoskeletons? No. EP rounds did the trick. Cheaper but noticeably less effective than AP. Which I think is their purpose for existence. Let's go ahead and use up one of these. You're almost there. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I'll take all the meat. Maybe not literally all of them. $61.8. Mostly because I'm getting low on ammo. $36791.
I see you.
A little bit hungry, a little bit thirsty. Gnaw on a snack. Last swig of that. And it's an ugly, overcast, boring, gray day again. Break down this one. And this one. Belt-fed guns are really what I want to equip my companions with. I still am going to have to leave something here. Which means another trip. Whatever I was thinking about getting off of that guy, the rest of it, just forget that. I don't have to putz around with every little thing. I might build up an HK-416 as my next 5.56er. Not as durable as the LR300. It has one fewer reliability upgrade. Or one less reliability upgrade. One reliability upgrade fewer. But its stats are overall better, I think. So they're pretty close to evenly matched. Oh, there was another ope. starting to catch myself now. And I meant to stash these over there and I forgot. Oh, all this tedious stuff I have to remember. It's really wearing me down. My brain, I mean, it's wearing my brain down. Even if I took notes, I wouldn't. I'd have to take notes to remind myself that I took notes. I'd have to read a thing that said, hey, read the note. And then I'd read the note that said, hey, don't forget to put this there and that there before you go do this other thing. And then I'm like, oh yeah, and I forgot anyway. So tedious. You know, you could be using fast travel. Yeah, there's a time penalty for that. It's not really a penalty. Oh, okay, fine. But that doesn't mean you win. Now I have some quantities of these that might interest Butcher. He'll still probably be asking for, what was it, 8 flesh pig mutated pork steaks. Yeah. You're always asking for like 1 or 2 pieces more than what I've got available. Never content with what I have on hand. $37,400. Almost like it was meant to be. How many Kitsenkos are there in the zone? That wasn't Master Sergeant Kitsenko, that was just Kitsenko. I think Master Sergeant Kitsenko of the duty fashion, he does have a duty fashion sense, as a dutier ought to. Master Sergeant Kitsenko of duty, who is stationed in Rostock, I think has died to death by this point. Oh, my tools. I have a spare Swiss knife. So I don't need to worry about the busted one. Break this one down. I'll donate that. A flesh is getting wild, eh? I should make a video of that.
Well, haven't you already done enough of those? I only want good, clean ammo. And I don't feel like breaking this stuff down. That takes forever.
That should do. I've never understood why every S.T.A.L.K.E.R game doesn't have long and short versions of every double-barrel shotgun. It always seems to be the sawed-off TOZ 66 and the full-length TOZ 34. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and sell all the old ammo. Especially in the Gucci calibers. Gucci gun should be fed pristine ammo only. Gucci gun would be anything chambered for 357 Magnum or 9x39. Degree of Gucci-ness, well, define that however you so choose. Just short of 39,000. Not bad, not bad. Not only is this one better, but it weighs less. Not interested in this just yet, anyway. Same weight, despite the scope. I've never actually used this. Not really interested in it. Did I sell you the old meat? Pack of old meat? I think I did. I could have sold it to Barkeep, but and I can buy this and still be over 30,000. Yeah. 30,000 and a 710 split. Really, Judd? A bowling reference? I'm not even a bowler. Then what was the context for the reference? Who says a reference always needs a context? It's better if it does. But I couldn't pass up that opportunity. I like numeric patterns. And what else are you going to associate with 710? Pork. Endless ammunition. What's Horilka? Yeah, the weather isn't always that bad. It's not bad right now, it's just dull.
I could stash this at Freedom HQ and use it for that purpose I described before. Maybe break this one down, and perhaps use some of its parts to build up another AK-104. But at any rate, I need to start taking some of this stuff back with me. I'll just take all of it, and then work backwards. Stash the heavy stuff first. Everything's unloaded. Shotgun barrel. I need to start carrying these with me to boost the fix-it capacity of... Oh, there's the old meat. Fix-it capacity of my fixie-majigs when fixing armor. Stash all the pistol ammo, since I'm more interested in rifles. Stash the extra one of these. Not sure how much they're actually helping. And what else? Vodka's heavy, so I'll stash that. That stuff's heavy. Almost there. Stash things away at least. 0.1.
All right. 79.3 out of 80.3. That should do it. You know what? Screw it. Fast travel. I bet this guy is going to wander into the army warehouses before I can get to him and get his full self killed to death. Calling it right now. Oh. Let's see how close I can get. And did it put me... Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Too overloaded for that to be useful. I really hate having to do this. I might as well have just done this to begin with. I didn't pay attention to how much time I lost from that. Always the slug. And that's why I usually use the bed as my place marker.
Спокойно. Чем могу помочь, сталкер?
Now I need to build up my supply of 7.62 by 39 and 5.56. I'll be using mostly 7.62 by 39 when Rogue and myself are adventuring through the Jupiter Underground, or Pripyat Underground. It goes under both, right? Jupiter and Pripyat. I'll just sell this. And I needed a snork mask. I could just leave that here, but taking it with me would make me less likely to forget that I've got someone who needs one. Now, before I do anything else, I need to turn a mission in to Colonel Petrenko, but I also need to check to see if General Voronin is interested in bandit or monolith patches. $7,000, not quite, but close enough. And you've got an old school RPK. What I was saying before about the AEK 970 series being best fired on full auto or burst. Fortunately, it's easy enough to control, so you can fire short controlled bursts. Yeah, you're doing that even when not being observed by the Colonel. And the Colonel is coming out to observe. Does that mean I can't turn my mission in yet? Am I going to have to wait and wait and wait? You've got a PKP. Huh. Good, I don't have to wait. See if I lose any goodwill with the mercs. Well, it didn't say I did. I've almost crossed over into the top 100. I'm going to have to start doing a few things for the mercs here. Well, I'm in the green with duty. Monolith, 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 monolith. I really want to do that. Over 52,000. PKP Pecheneg. I think I have one of those. Not a PKP, but a pseudo-giant eye. Right? No. Just hands. Used up all the eyes. If I wanted to, not saying I do, but if I wanted to, I could buy, hold on a sec, 43217, 4321 is like a countdown, and then at the end it jumps way up to 7. Try to remember that, so I can compare it to the professor's prices. I'll just buy one of these. What was I saying before, or was about to say? No matter, never mind. A bandit named Dead Duck. I've had that happen before, where I'd be sent to take out a bandit, and his name would be Dead Duck, thus and so, Dead Duck. And I'm like, yes, you sure are. And why am I keeping 18? Because it's just under 20. Well, why not just make it 20? I could do that, but 18 means just a little bit less weight, I guess. I don't have to justify myself to you. And that's quite a bit heavier than that, so I will leave that stashed. Did I have, how many of, I meant to do that for that one guy at the bar, and then I forgot. And I'm sure no one's going to be asking for that again. That would be quite the coincidence. A beneficial coincidence.
Да ты рассказывай, с чем пришел.
Проходи, не задерживайся. Стой, сейчас туда нельзя. Время дорого, рассказывай.
I can't pass that up. I might have one of those. Sell you that. Buy 2 of these and 2 of these. And some vodka. No, just these. Still over 45,000.
Ну, привет.
Maybe I should start collecting. Well, no.
Ты рассказывай, с чем пришел.
Yes, that I will do. And I didn't lose any goodwill with the mercs.
Подходи, сталкер. Для таких, как ты, у меня всегда есть кое-что интересное.
And it's fine that it's a dud artifact. Now I have 2 of the same kind.
And a couple of other ones. Replenish my supply of these back up to 18, which is also the magazine capacity of the GSH 18. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have another small fortune coming my way once I get back to the professor. I think I meant to buy a couple of sausages. But I've got this. I like to have 2 meals and 2 snacks on me. And 9 swigs worth of water, which is really more than you need for the average deep raid, but it's better to have more than you need because you always have the option to stash some at an alternate base camp. And a couple of other bottles of vodka stashed back at the garbage checkpoint. part of me wants to add some more upgrades to my armor. Especially this. Fastening system for load distribution advanced. Have one of those right here. Additional gas pistons. Basic. Automatic gas regulators advanced. I think I've got the opposite of both of those. Different shapes. I do want to install that for better handling, which I will prioritize over flatness. Closing in on 2100 hours, and I left this door open. It didn't make any difference, but it feels more correct to leave that shut during a storm. During any kind of storm. And now I need to turn this in, and yeah. Here's what I'll do. First, quick save, just in case things go wrong. Now, you know what? I'll go a step beyond that. Because I can't trust things. Watch him be stuck in some in-between limbo space. Liminal limbo space! Are we stuck in it? It kind of looks like it, just like I predicted. Did I call it or what? And now he's somehow right there. He's a dutier, and there are mercs over here, and freedomers over here, and bloodsuckers and whatnot in here. Ah, that's the second marked stash for that stash right there.
Время дорого. Рассказывай.
I could do this. But I'm not gonna. And I don't think I can sleep in any of the basements here, so... I'm going to do this. $2 o'clock, that's quite the time penalty. That's why I was hesitant to do. Get out of my way. We can both squeeze past each other. Ugh. So rude. 10 o'clock.
Что скажешь, брат?
Well, one episode encompassing 2 days in game, but I'm making use of fast travel, so I got a lot done, and that justifies it. Make my fail-safe hard save for episode 28, and then my auxiliary. It's spelled auxiliary, but everyone pronounces it auxiliary. Hard save right there, and then my quick save, and done for this episode. Till next time, catch you on the flip side.